Hey guys, this is Ryan Cook here, and this is a quick talk about headphones. The right headphones for woodworking is, a tricky question. Everybody has their own kind of device, everybody has their own products, but I've gone through so many different headphones because all I do is listen to music or Howard Stern because I am crazy, and if I had to listen to myself actually think all day, I'd lose my mind. So I wanted to go over my thoughts on all the headphones that I have, and actually I got something cool at the end of this video too. So the JVC Marshmallows, I got these a couple years ago. This is kind of when Bluetooth started to work. I found for myself they were great because they have these foam. They're kind of like the beginning of sound cancellation headphones. I just don't like this. That always drives me crazy. It looks weird. It feels weird. Good battery on it though. It lasted, mostly a day. So if you're carving, you can kind of get through it where, plug it in at nighttime, get it done in the day. And then that got me into researching more of Bluetooth stuff. So then I got into the Jaybirds. And I loved these headphones when they first came out. These are the Jaybird, I don't even remember. They're great because you got the foam tips, and the batteries lasted pretty long, but not enough for a full day's work. So you're really looking at like a good 4 to 5 hours of like battery time. But it is like noise cancellation. So for these ones, I didn't really have to wear earplugs or earmuffs, but I still did. When I'm at shows, I definitely don't. I wear as little stuff as possible, but that's because I'm a weird dude. So as things have progressed, I got into using Bluetooth. So I got the Jabra, I can't remember what the exact name is. They're Jabras. They're about 230 bucks. Got them at Costco. They're great. They don't have really good sound cancellation, or whatever that proper term is, noise cancellation, nor are they rated. I normally would wear earmuffs while using these. If I was at a show and desperate, I wouldn't, but you're still getting a lot of you can still hear the saw or any power tool, but they are nice. The battery lasts about 5.5 hours and produces good sound. So these are one of my favorite ones, and still to this day. But at the same time, I got the Jaybird Runs, which is a great headphone. These things charge here in this charging case. They've got this, they fit in like this. They're pretty good. I enjoyed them. I had a good time with them while the sound cancellation buds were on them, but I found that they actually deteriorated quickly. Now, I don't know if that's because of all the chainsaw oil that I use or, what it could have been. But for me, I like them, and I always would swap these both out because I find that these don't last for a full day's work. And for myself, I'm doing 6 to 8 hours of carving a day. So they're great. And the one thing about these ones, these Jaybirds, is when you're on the phone, only one earphone, if you're on the phone with it, only the right side works. And I found that to be really annoying. Where the Jaybirds, they were both. And it was pretty cool. And then I got gifted to me by Arbortech. My friend David at Arbortech, he hooked me up with these IsoTunes. So IsoTunes is kind of my new favorite headphone. They have a great one that it wraps around your neck like this. They sent them to me. That's what they first sent to me. They are great. I think the battery's like 10 hours, and they're actually rated for noise cancellation. There's a proper term and I can't remember what it is, but I'll just put it below. So I tagged them on Instagram, and they actually messaged me and were stoked that I was using them, asked me questions about them. And I told them, you know, to be honest, I'm just trying to be honest with people in life. And even if it's free or not, these are free. I was stoked on them, but I did say that the neck was driving me crazy, because in this day and age, if you can have, you know, Bluetooth headphones, you know, each one goes into your ear, you're stoked. You don't have that feeling of something on your neck. I don't know, if some people it doesn't bother them. For me, it does. But the one difference is that they last for longer. So I think it's like a 9-hour battery. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it down below. But I found that it was great. Where then I mentioned to them I wanted the IsoTune 1. Not wanted, I just preferred a headphone, and they actually mailed them out to me. And Emily at the marketing company, you guys can look them up on Instagram or Facebook or just isotunes.com. They are great. So these are actually rated for noise cancellation. So like you can squeeze them together, you put them in, and then they puff up like earbuds. They're not noise, they're sound reduction or something, whatever it is, doesn't matter. The batteries last a long time. I think it's about a good 6 hours. Like at the end of my day, these things start to jam out and lose battery, but they come with a quick charge case. And you know, they take about 45 minutes to do. So that's great. If I have lunch or something and I'm just not wearing my headphones at the time, I just throw them in there, and then I can kind of keep my headphones charged all day. Where the one good thing about the Jaybird Runs is these things charge super quick, within like 15 minutes. The one thing about these headphones, they're bulky. So if I was to wear earmuffs, I had to kind of finick with them, you know, like they're not perfect. They give you a bunch of, you know, foam tips and all these different things to fit onto your ears, which is great. But when it comes to wearing earmuffs over top of it, they kept getting done and then they would fall out. And that kind of, to me, like this just fell out. And then once they start to get loose, they fall out constantly. So, you know, if you're a carver and you want like a nice, good headphone that actually works, I would recommend this. The IsoTunes are great. I enjoy them. I don't have to wear earmuffs, but if I did, they are actually small enough that they don't do anything. And both phones, like right now, this one's connected, and this one is connected, but I could be on the phone with this one and charge the right, and vice versa, where you go on the Jaybird and the Jabras, and if you were to put put the left one in and put the right one on charge for both of these, they won't work because the brain's in the right side. But for some reason, IsoTunes has it so they both work. And I might be wrong, but for me, you know, I can press play and I got music on right now. So take that out. And the foam tips really work good. All in all, I would rank my top headphones for sound reduction would be IsoTunes for number 1, the Marshmallows number 2, Jabra number 3, Jaybird number 4, and then the old school Jaybirds, which you can buy cheaper. They're great. They last. Their batteries are, I don't know. Actually, they're not great. Fuck that. If I was to rank the battery length for these headphones, I would say that these two are about the same. They say it's up to 6 hours. I think best case scenario, you're gonna get lucky and get 5 or 6. Depends how far away you go from them, or you know what type of sound you're doing. I don't know the specs. I don't know anything. I'm not paid by either one of them to promote it. You know, they hooked me up, but you know, Jaybird, I'll just be honest with you. They're both very similar. These ones die quicker, but they charge faster. And you know, these ones you got to plug into USB. These are all external charging ports. So you know, you can have them on the go. And functionability, I would definitely say the ISO tunes is my number one. I think it's a smaller headphone, and the noise cancellation and the fact that I can talk to both. The only one thing that I will say also is this one's a little quieter. These ones are a little bit louder, and then these ones, and then these ones come in. But the one good thing is, with how good the sound reduction is, I don't need them as loud. So, and they work great. So like they also have reduction microphones or something like that, where if it saws running, takes a few seconds, but then it kicks in and it kind of kicks out the background noise. Where I found the ISO tunes are great. The Jabras work exceptional. And the Jaybirds are okay. They're not great. And as far as these go, I don't even want to talk about them anymore. But ISO Tunes has a great neck one, and their sound works great. I just actually forgot them. My wife's been using them at home, but here's a picture of them right here. If I was to pick a headphone as my number one, the ISO Tunes would be my number one. I think that it's functional, they're small, the battery lasts longer than most, and they are a great niche company. And the sound reduction, the fact that I can be using my chainsaw all day and like not hear anything is mind-blowing to me. I did have that with these headphones, but you know, out with the old, in with the new. So I hope this helps. And yeah, once again, check out the link below, isotunes.com. But I know that these are your best bang for your buck because they're cheap, they work good, and they have great microphones for when you're on the phone. So check them out. Thanks so much. Hope this helps. Carve safe, and thanks for watching the tools I use. I'm Ryan Cook. If you like this video, give it a like right there and subscribe to the page down there. Cheers, guys. See you later. Booyah.